Hello students, today we are going to see chapter number 10, that is trial balance of standard given commerce subject account. So this is the fifth part of the chapter number 10 and 1 to 4 part is linked in the description. So today we will see the trial balance which is mathematically correct but incorrect according to the rules of the account. So some of the balances of trial balance which is written on the debit side which is credit balance, and some of the balance which is written on the credit side but actually it is debit balance. So because of the both side debit and credit side total is equal, so we can see that the trial balance is tallied, but according to the accounting rules, the some of the debit balance is written on the credit side and some of the credit balance is written on the debit side. So that we are going to rectify today. And here is the sum number 4. Let's see illustration number 4. Trial balance of e-money as on 31st/3/16 is provided as follows. Determine whether the trial balance is correct or not from the point of view of rules of account. If mistakes are reported, prepare a modified trial balance. So here we are going to prepare modified trial balance of e-money as on 31st/3/16. So here in the sum, supplier given on the debit side, but as we know supplier is the creditor and creditor have credit balance, so that we have to write on the credit side. So this is a wrong written on debit side. So here we will write supplier, that is also called creditors, and it has 10,000 balance. Then the other thing we can see that the bills payable, as we know that bills payable is also our liability and it is having credit balance. So that again we are going to write on the credit side bills payable. So that is again 9,000. After this, the interest received. As we know that all the income have credit balance, so it is wrongly written on the debit side, that will write on the credit side interest received. So it is of 6,000. After interest received, another thing is a discount received. Discount received is also income and it is supposed to be written on the credit side. And discount received has the balance of 750 rupees. Then we can see the another thing is a machine. So machine have debit balance, so that we will write on the debit side machines. And it has balance of 10,500. Next is a stock of goods. Stock of goods has debit balance, so that we will write the debit side. Stock of goods is 15,000. Then the another thing is a purchase. Purchase has debit balance. And it is 35,000. After purchase there is a wages. Wages is our expense and expense has debit balance. So that is wages. So wages is of 4,500. After wages, another account is a purchase return. As we know that purchase return has credit balance, so it's supposed to be written on the credit side, which is wrongly written on the debit side. Purchase return. And purchase return has balance of 3,750. After purchase return, another account is a commission received. As we know that commission received is our income, and all the income have credit balance, so that we write on the credit side. Commission received of rupees 7,000. After commission received, and it has here it is written on the debit side, but as we know it is a income, and all the income have credit balance. So here dividend received on the credit side. And dividend received is rupees 2,000. After dividend received, all the debit side is finished. Now let's see on the credit side. Very first account is a capital account. So as we know, capital has credit balance. So that will write on the credit side capital account. And capital account has balance of rupees 25,000. So that after capital, the another account is a salary account, and salary is our expense, and expense has debit balance. So that will write on the debit side salary. And salary is of rupees 5,000. After salary, another account is a bank overdraft. So that is our liability, and liability has credit balance. Bank overdraft of rupees 10,000. After bank overdraft, another account is a debtors account, and as we know, debtors customer has debit balance, so that will write on the debit side. Customers, that is also called debtors, and it has the balance of 20,000. After debtors, another account is a discount allowed, and discount allowed is our expense, so that will write on the debit side. So here it is rupees 250, and after discount allowed, another account is a sales account, and sales account is having credit balance, so that will write on the credit side. Sales account has balance of rupees 30,000. After sales account, another account is a sales return account, and it is our expense. Supposed to be sales return is having the balance of debit, and that's supposed to be written on the debit side. Sales return account, and it is having balance of 4,250. So that is, and after that the other account is a rent paid, and it is our expense, and expense has debit balance, so that writes on the debit side rent paid, and it has the balance of 9,000. So here we can see that we have changed the sum of the account, but the total of the both side is same. So before it was the trial balance was mathematically correct because the both side total was tallied, that is debit side balance and credit side balance was same, and that's why the trial balance was tallied according to the mathematical, but according to the rules of account it was incorrect. So here we have corrected the trial balance, and the total of the trial balance is 1,03,500. Here again we can see the total of both sides is identical, and so here our trial balance is correct according to mathematics as well as according to the rules of account. So student, you may note down this in your notebook. Thank you for watching this video.